Yes, sir. I will be ready. Yes, sir. May I help?
Can you tell our employees to create our business income statement and balance sheet? I think it should be around 10 reports this month, right?
Sir, I will go to the room right now.
Okay, thank you so much.
Hey guys, also asked me to tell you guys to prepare 10 business report for this month, and I will be back 5 p.m. to collect it.
Okay, I'll make it as fast as possible. What? 10 reports?
Good luck, guys. Hello guys, do you guys finish it?
Yeah, I'm at 12 reports. I finished it. 3 more reports, 30 minutes. So, can you see the difference? The difference are the both of the productivity of both employees. So, what is labor productivity? Labor productivity, also known as workers' productivity, is defined as real economic output per labor hour. Growth in labor productivity is measured by the change in economic output per labor hour over a defined period. Labor productivity should not be confused with employee productivity, which is a measure of an individual worker output. Labor productivity is directly linked to improved standards of living in the form of higher consumption. As an economic's labor productivity grows, it produces more goods and services for the same amount of relative work. This increase in output makes it possible to consume more of the goods and services for an increasingly reasonable price. Labor productivity can also indicate short-term and cyclical change in the economy, possibly even turn around. If the output is increasing while labor hours remain static, it signals that the labor force has become more productive. In addition to the 3 traditional factors outlined above, this is also seen during economic recession, as workers increase their labor effort when unemployment rises and the threat of layoff loom to avoid losing their jobs. What factors that affect labor productivity? First, saving and an investment in capital goods. Increasing the investment in capital goods, including infrastructure from governments and the private sector, can help productivity while lowering the cost of doing business. The second factor is quality of education and training. Offering opportunities for workers to upgrade their skill and offering education and training at an affordable cost help raise a corporation and an economy's productivity. For example, employee with a higher education will have a better productivity instead of employee that have less education. The third one is technological progress. Developing new technologies, including hard technology like computerization or robotics, and soft technologies like new modes of organizing a business or pro-free market reform in government policy, can enhance worker productivity.
Hello Liu, can you tell our employees to create a business income statement and balance sheet and then collect it on 5 p.m.?
Okay, sir. I will go to the room right now. Bye. Hi, please make this month's statement, income statement, and the balance sheet. Yeah, I will collect it at 5 p.m.
Okay, I'll make it as fast as possible.
home lah. I already finished mine.
What? How come? So fast?
What are you doing right now?
I'm still counting, bro. Oh man, I'm tired.
Why don't you use Excel lah? You don't have to count it one by one.
Not really. It's brilliant.
Yeah, you should use the technology lah.
Next, how to measure labor productivity. To calculate a country's labor productivity, you would divide the total output by the total number of labor hours. Let's say your company generated 80,000 worth of goods or services output utilizing 1,500 labor hours. To calculate your company's labor productivity, you will divide 80,000 by 1,500, which equals 53. This means that your company generates 53 per hour of work. You could also look at labor productivity in terms of individual employee contribution. In this case, instead of using hours as the input, you would use number of employees. Let's say your company generated 80,000 worth of goods or services in 1 week with 30 employees. You would divide 80,000 by 30, which equals 2,666, meaning each employee produced 2,666 for your company per week. So, the last one is conclusion. So, labor productivity measures the hourly output of a country's economy. Specifically, it charts the amount of real gross domestic product or GDP produced by an hour of labor. Growth in labor productivity depends on three main factors: saving and investment in physical capital, the technology, and human capital. And labor productivity can be measured by total output divided by total input.